This video is for occasional teachers who are going to be covering a remote class or a VLA class. And as such, you're going to have to set up a Microsoft Teams link that you'll be teaching synchronously through and posting that link to the VLA or Brightspace so students can click on and get started with you for the day. So there's 3 steps to the process to get you all set up. The first is make sure you go to Office 365, so Office.com, log in with your Granary credentials, and then specifically go to the Outlook web app. At this point, this is likely where you are anyway, because the teacher has possibly emailed you everything that you're doing for the day. What you need to do to set up the link is go down to the calendar. So clicking on the little icon down here, it looks like a calendar. This will bring up your calendar. And then what we'll be doing is setting up the meeting from there. So go to New Event. We're going to title it. Let's assume that it's Thursday call. So this is one where you've gotten the call in advance. Thursday meeting. We do not need to add any attendees. So you do not need to know the class list ahead of time or on the day of, because you're going to be posting the link securely in Brightspace so students can just click on the link and enter it that way. It's important you set the date correctly. So let's assume that I've had quite a bit of fair warning and I actually have a phone call next Thursday. So I'm going to click there. And in terms of a time, we actually want to set it up for the entire day. So we're going to start it at 9 a.m. and going till, let's say, 3. This is better than setting up multiple different meetings because that's going to produce several different links and then students get confused and end up in multiple different rooms. This way, you're going to start the meeting when you have class, and then let's say it's nutrition break or lunch, you would just end the meeting and then restart it once you come back after those periods of time. And we're not going to repeat it. Doesn't matter for you to set a room. It is important that you click on this right here, add an online meeting. Right now, all we've done is essentially we're setting up just a calendar event. We want to link it specifically to Teams. So click there and go to Teams meeting. This will actually produce a link and connect it to Teams. And that's it. You're going to press save, and step 1 is now complete. You're going to see it appear in your calendar. So now, step 2 is securing that Teams meeting link so that students only have certain rights within the meeting and they're not able to get in without a lobby. So what you're going to do is on the calendar, you're going to click on the event that you just created. You're going to go to Edit and More Options. And this will bring that basically same window back up with a few new things added. Specifically down here, this has been added to the description area, and this is what we need to do for step 2 and 3. So on meeting options, you're going to right click. You're going to right click on it and copy link because it's actually a hyperlink. And we're going to paste that link into our browser. And this will generate the meeting details. You may need to sign in if you're using, if your browser doesn't cache and save history. So you would just re-sign in with your Office 365 credentials. So the first thing that we want to change is who can bypass the lobby? Only me. That means that when students click on the link that you're going to post, they're going to basically be sitting in this virtual lobby until you admit them. This is a great time to take attendance as well. This is a great time to take attendance as well. And admit the students in as you go. And the next piece is who can present. Again, we want to switch that to only me. That means that students will come in as the attendee role, which means that they can't mute other students, they can't share their screen, they can only basically watch and type in the chat. Finally, allow attendees to unmute. This is an important feature to generally keep as yes. Some teachers will see this and go, well, if I mute a student, I don't want them to unmute, so I'm going to turn that off. The problem is it's really poorly worded. It really means mute students' mics permanently because you as the teacher are unable to unmute them as well. So you are essentially muting all students for the entire meeting. If you're having some concerns and multiple students speaking out of turn, you can always toggle this on during the meeting and mute all mics. You're going to press save, and at that point, you've now secured your meeting and are ready to share the link. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to that calendar. So click on the calendar, go to edit, go to more options, and instead of going to meeting options, we're going to go to click here to join the meeting. We're going to right click, copy that new link, and head over to the VLE or Brightspace. Now you'll find your course generally the morning of. Admin won't be putting in people generally ahead of time, so you won't be able to finish this step usually until the morning of your assignment. You'll find the course by clicking here on the waffle, and it should be listed in there, or scrolling down to the My Courses widget. Make sure that you're on the appropriate tab. I have a lot of tabs just because I'm admin, but you'll generally find it in the most current thing. If you're elementary, you'll probably find it in 2021. For secondary, you'll find it in the 2021 Sem 1 or Sem 2, depending on the semester that we're in, or quad. And you're going to click on the course. You're going to click on that piece and head on in. The last step that you've copied it is you want to post the link for students to see. So you're going to do that within the activity feed. As an OT, you have full rights to be able to post within the activity feed in a course. The activity feed could be found, over here or further down. The teacher may have moved it around, but it should be on that main page. So you're just going to click on create a post. First thing I always say is make sure to unclick the allow comments, especially for a post like this. Click here for today's meeting link. And then instead of just posting the actual link, copy the link there. Instead of posting the actual link, which is kind of this big thing, which you can do, you could just post it there. I always like to post it as an actual hyperlink. So you would click on the button down there, which opens up a few options. Go to attach web link. Call it whatever you like. Ooh, I reversed it there. Just a meeting link. So I have my URL that I've copied. That's to my meeting. Titling it. Press insert, and then it just produces like a nice piece there. Just gonna do that quickly again. It's because I had posted the link in here as well, and it produced it in a different way. So now I have this nice link right there. I press post, and that's it. You're ready to go. Students will click on this link, and they will go immediately to the lobby where you will be able to admit them.